Out of all the drivers here in MFG, no way anyone's researched Kanata more than I have. I've rewatched the video on him till I thought I was going crazy. Which is how I know. The most killer move he has is that sliding attack from the outside. The key is not letting him do it.
Now it's Aiba's turn to be in the crosshairs. Can the 9 escape? When will Kanata Katagiri begin launching his next assault?
MFG is proving to be fascinating. Races are designed to make drivers adhere to an outdated mentality. Trash like fair play. Ridiculous. Let other racers fall prey to it. There's nothing close to chivalry going on in my head. Whenever I witness a high-level performance, it makes me want to surpass it. It comes with being a racer. A sense of pride and craving the spotlight.
Mr. Beckenbauer, I don't know how I know, but I feel you're giving me a signal. Is he requesting that we swap positions? Be my guest. I have no objections.
The jumping spot is rapidly approaching. If something big is about to happen, it's likely going to occur there.
Kanata's leaning outside. Saw that coming. Not happening, buddy. You let him pass? What were you thinking?
Forgive me, Senpai. I'll apologize afterwards.
They didn't even wait for the jump to make their move! What was the thinking behind the switch? It feels like the race is constantly leaving me guessing!
Aiba in the 9 was watching, but while his attention was focused on the outside, the 12 shot past the 8-6 and onto the inside line. In an instant, they swapped roles, and the caboose became the engine.
It seems it was orchestrated, but I don't see how. I mean, wouldn't it be impossible for both drivers? The 8-6 and the 12 can't communicate. Even making eye contact would be out of the question. So how can they arrange a complex maneuver like that?
You're right, nothing about it makes sense. The only explanation is somehow they were on the same page. Otherwise, there's no way such a perfectly synced position change could have been executed that smoothly. The 12 jumped out with flawless timing. Perhaps it's something supernatural, like a sixth sense, created by the two drivers getting into the zone and staying in the zone. Now, I'm sure that explanation seems flimsy, so I apologize to our listeners. But at this time, it's the best one I'm able to provide. You know what I mean?
I will say, there's one thing that strikes me as incredibly odd. And that's how easily Kanata Katagiri surrendered his position. In terms of traditional race management, I would have thought that would be a critical mistake. Considering it was Beckenbauer he let through, isn't there a chance the 8-6 won't be able to overtake him later?
Yeah, it may be hard for most people to wrap their heads around, but I believe these two share a unique outlook. Most likely, they consider their return to the head of the pack and their inevitable confrontation to be totally separate issues. Kanata Katagiri doesn't lack confidence. Obviously, the same applies to Beckenbauer. While these two geniuses recognize each other's talents, they have absolute faith in their own abilities. So when you look at things through their eyes, the future of this race is still undecided.
The future as decided by a pair of geniuses. It's so true you can't argue, but you do have to laugh.
He's made some bold moves in the first half. Almost like Kanata's enjoying this more than any previous race. The same goes for Beckenbauer.
Come on, hurry up and ask me.
Well, I guess it's time to ask Marie a question, since I'm contractually obligated. Do you think you'll get married considering...
Why'd you have to go and frame the question like that, Uehara? Ask me the same thing you asked the other angels. You know your behavior's crossing the line over into sexual harassment territory.
And for the record, I hope you weren't expecting me to marry you, because you're not my type.
Where on earth did that come from?
Sawatari! I remember last season, you were placed below me in the rankings. I used to sympathize with you. It was like you had no drive to win. But this year, you're on a roll. It's disgusting, seeing how fired up you are. Hate to do this, Oishi, but I'm not satisfied being this far down the field anymore. It's sickening seeing how much this guy stands out. with his slick driving and his good looks. But the thing I hate most is how I always try my best and wind up in the middle of the pack. That sickens me more than anything!
When you see surefire nudging like that, you know it's the work of a true master. MFG's backstreet brawler is starting to make some noise!
I don't think I can reach the head of the pack no matter how hard I go. I've already abused my tires too much. So instead, I'll just raise hell in the midfield. Sena knows nothing about racing, but I want her to tell me how cool I am. Like she does when we're in bed.
Look at that dazzling Italian red! All eyes on the prancing horse! The strongest train is hot on the trail of Kaido Akaba and the two!
Beckenbauer's here. So you clawed your way out of hell, huh? The last thing I need is you clinging all over me. The pressure and stress, it's going to chew me up and spit me out.
It's fascinating watching the strongest train in action. How despite their differences, they're able to work in sync so effortlessly. You have one driver who's so precise he often gets compared to a machine, a cyborg with clever race management who also possesses physical and mental resilience. Beckenbauer is the epitome of rationality. Meanwhile, Kanata Katagiri is full of surprises and never boring to watch. His creativity defies all assumptions. If another driver copied his moves, it would seem illogical, but in his hands, it's just another effective weapon. This driver truly is one of a kind. I think describing him as more of an artist than an athlete sums it up.
You're not wrong about that. Both of the boys' parents were dedicated artists. Their influence on Kana is obvious. It's literally in his DNA. In fact, I'd prefer if he was behind an easel instead of a steering wheel.
Next up, we'll be talking with Big Sis Kyoko. If you were to get married, who would be your ideal partner?
Oh, you know me. I'm a girl with simple tastes, so as long as the guy's paycheck and sex drive are decent, you won't get any complaints out of me.
How direct of you. And now the same question for number 7.
Well, when it comes to marriage, I haven't really given any serious thought to the subject, so I don't have a full answer yet. But I'd still like to express what thoughts I've come up with. I don't simply want a person who will make me happy. I want to live with the knowledge that I'm able to bring happiness to their life as well. If I can accomplish that, I strongly believe that would end up making me feel fulfilled and content. Wait, I'm sorry. That answer probably sounded way contradictory. But as far as love and life are concerned, that's the vague answer I've come up with so far.
I'm in utter shock. Since when did my little girl start sounding like such a grown-up? The way she would bounce from one interest to the next among other personality quirks, I was seriously starting to worry about what the future held for her.
You know Ren has always been thoughtful and honest deep down, hun. And besides, she has someone important in her life, so she's not alone. Her old way of seeing things, it's starting to change.
You know what? That might be it. Seems Kanata's had quite an influence on our baby girl.
Yes, he certainly has.
Maybe this is just my personal bias, but they seem like a cute couple to me. The thought of giving away my only daughter used to make my skin crawl. I would rather die. But with Kanata, I wouldn't mind if he was my son-in-law.
Wow, I can see that red car 3 places behind me. The silent artist emerges. It's about time. I was getting tired of waiting, darling. These lads are nothing next to you. Come here and embrace me already.
Shit. This is a little sooner than I wanted, but I've got to get in front of the Aston. By using that cutie as a buffer, I can keep Beckenbauer off my tail. Don't take this personally, baby.
That's a terrible tactic against Emma.
I went to bump her, and she evaded me?
Ugh, did the 2 cars get tangled up there?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Talk about some ruthless payback by Emma Green! The 2 cars sit skidding! It gave that curb more than just a little tap! What a speed killer! To add insult to injury, the strongest train passes right by him!
Back at the academy, none of our classmates tried playing rough against Emma. They knew if they did, she'd pay them back several times over. It earned her a nickname. The Witch.
My life just flashed before my eyes.
She has the face of an angel, but drives like a demon. Ugh.
2 places lost for Kaito Akaba. Talk about a sketchy maneuver, but not sketchy enough for the stewards to issue a warning flag.
I'm not sure I agree with their call.
Maybe they decided to keep quiet, since the 2-car tried it first.
Even so, a warning flag still should have been in order. I guess beautiful girls get a pass, considering the rules commission's run by old guys.
Let's turn the feed to our leader, the 885. Speeding down the steep slope to the final corner, then on to the seafront of Sector 1, which will take us into lap number 4. This race has already been won for the books and it's only halfway over.
MF Ghost.
MF Ghost.
Let's use this moment to quickly recap the current standings. In first, Motoboshi in the 885, second, Green in the 624, then shockingly it's Beckenbauer in the 12. He's in third for a potential podium finish. Katagiri in the 86 is just 1 spot behind him. I think it's safe to say he's rejoined the battle for first at this point.
I'd say so. He's well within range.
Akaba in the 2 is 5th, but it doesn't feel like his heart is in this. Aiba in the 9 is 6th, Yanagita in the 6 is 7th. In 8th, it's Ishigami in the 1, while Kitahara in the 18 is looking for a chance to pass the 1 and reach 8th place. But so far, she's been rebuffed each time. That aside, she's certainly racing with passion today. In 10th, it's Maezono in the 13, and right behind him is the 4. Sudo, would you say it feels like Koki Sawatari's pace has slowed some?
I can't say for sure. The 4 certainly doesn't have a power advantage compared to the other vehicles. And given how spread out the field is, even if he's the current lap record holder, he's gonna need a lot of time before he catches up to the car in front of him.
In 12th, it's Oishi in the 3, in 13th, Sakamoto in the 5, in 14th, Taylor in the 8, and Yashio in the 16 is last. The leaders are entering the second half of the race, so there's still a long way to go.
I was planning on taking down the 2 myself, but he's no longer a threat. How anticlimactic. This ought to be good enough. You go on ahead, Katagiri.
You sure?
I'm just paying you back. But after this, expect no mercy.
Whoa! Now the 8-6 is pulling in front of the 12 car. It almost looked like Beckenbauer moved aside to let him pass.
I'm pretty sure they made eye contact that time. War's been declared. From here on out, it's a battle.
It looks like the gentleman's agreement between the strongest trade has come to a sudden end. Maybe this was his way of returning the favor for swapping positions just before the jumping spot? Honestly, it's kind of surprising seeing this sort of behavior from a racer so determined to win.
After being the victims of an unlucky accident no one could have predicted that landed them all the way down on the board, the 8, 6, and 12 worked together to pull up a miraculous comeback. But at the end of the day, Beckenbauer took on more of an assisting role. Well, thanks to Kanata Katagiri's overwhelming attacks, opportunities have opened up for both of them. And the German cyborg, he understands that. Perhaps his move was to help both of them mentally reset.
Truly an incredible insight. I have to say, I'm starting to take more of a liking to Beckenbauer.
Well, you know, that's like, your opinion, man.
Here comes Kanata Katagiri. Damn, he's amazing.
With my darling arriving, I've no further use for you. There's a real man here, so step aside, little boy. In short, this is goodbye.
What's he thinking?
That wasn't my fault. It's yours for being so blind.
Here comes more contact! The 885 looks shaky! Right as both racers enter the hydro trap side by side! And there they go! What an insane time to go on the offensive! The 885 and the 624 exit on the dry pavement, still side by side! And right behind them, the 86 is clinging to Green's tail!
I'm borrowing your toe, Emma.
By all means, my future groom.
Listen to that 4-liter twin-turbo V8 roar! The Aston Martin is pulling ahead!
Hang in there, Supra! Don't you dare lose out to the 8.6's acceleration! You're losing this? Damn it!
As if it needs to be said, Beckenbauer follows on through, moving closer to the top spot. The slipstream is so jam-packed, there's nowhere for the 885 to go. This is a baptism by fire for him on the high-speed, double-lane course. After having a solid lead in the first half of the race, Morimoto has abruptly fallen all the way back to fourth. No question this has got to be absolutely devastating for the rookie driver.
Actually, this is good timing. He can still make it. This ought to revive Sena. He'll show us what he's made of. Trust me.
Senator Booth, you read me, Yukihira? Do I look lame out here?
Honestly, yeah, you do.
I figured.
Let me ask, where did you qualify?
In 4th place.
That's what I thought. And what position are you in now?
Like currently? Oh, in 4th place.
Well, there you go.
That means you're right back where you started. So don't start sulking. I can't think of anything lamer than that.
Where's the value in a position you got because of luck? It only counts if you grab it yourself. Remember that. Now pull yourself together. The Porsche's getting away.
Catch up to it and take them down.
Kunima pride is on the line. You're the true inheritor, aren't you?
Not again! He knows I get weak when he brings that up! Senator Booth, I'm heading out. It's open season on Porsches, so keep watching. Over!
Let's look at the battle for 10th. Maezono in the 13 barely leads Sawatari in the 4.
After all that talk about misfortune, I had no idea it'd become a reality.
You really want to be racing with that number? Over in the West, no one will even go near 13.
Is that right? As a devoted believer in science and the rational, I don't give any weight to superstitions. Anyway, like you're one to be talking. You know how Japan feels about 4.
Yeah, well, I don't listen to that sort of crap either.
Even though we're starting relatively far apart, if at some point we meet during the race, what do you say the two of us fight it out and have our own competition between unlucky numbers?
I like that. I won't lose, though. That NSX is one fast car. It's taking all I've got just to get into his slipstream. I need to attack when his speed starts to drop. The trick will be utilizing the slipstream of the faster cars. Tapping into wind power is how you win double lane.
The 4 cars vying for first are wrapping up Sector 1 by the sea as they navigate the 180-degree turn.
It's easy being in this position. Compared to the pressure of having someone constantly chomping at your heels, you can focus more when you're the one chasing. And right in front of me is the driver everyone says is the best. Talk about tasty. Time to steal some of that world-class driving technique.
The fact we're even having this battle now means you have to be the unluckiest driver competing today, Sawatari. Even though I pity you, we're still racing. I won't cut you any slack. I want to observe that speed in person.
There's always one spot that kills your acceleration. And it's coming up!
Look out! The 4 is making its move now! It's a breaking battle! We're currently seeing the lead cars splitting into two separate groups. How do you think we should interpret this development, Pseudo?
As far as I can tell, Emma Green, who's in the top spot at the moment, has shifted into a new gear. Ever since the 8-6 pulled in behind her, the 624 car has increased its pace. Kanata Katagiri is known for his sprinting ability, but I don't think he has much left to bust out.
Just for my clarification, are you saying third and fourth are having trouble keeping up?
No, it's not exactly that. Motoboshi in fourth is putting pressure on Beckenbauer in third. The quote-unquote king himself is more focused on what's behind him. And by leaving a bigger gap with the cars in front, he's probably given himself more freedom to maneuver.
I had no idea the rookie Motoboshi had so much backbone. There's no telling how this race might end. Each of these contenders has what it takes to win, and the battle is likely to continue all the way into the final lap.
Darling.
Not only are we looking at a four-way contest for first, wouldn't you know, this is also another first for MFG! Tune in, folks! You don't want to miss this climax!